一つはこの縁飛と張飛一人が相手なら勝てると思いやがったことだぜ。
Sinister Jitsu Gaming here, and I'm with my bro T. Today we're going to be talking about Dynasty Warriors 9. Now this game at launch was extremely poor. It was filled with glitches, bugs, bad frame rate. It had everything that you wouldn't want in a game.
That's right, man. I mean, poor is an absolute understatement. How can you bring out a Dynasty Warriors game without co-op on launch? This is not, and I repeat, not Dynasty Warriors 2. Right. 9 games, Corey. 9 games with multiplayer.
Damn. Right, so listen. The reason why we're here is not just to slate the game. We picked it up again because we felt that there were some changes that we needed to highlight. And the reality was that the fact that they've actually implemented something that should have been at launch, co-op, needed to be looked at. And actually, I'm happy to say that it was actually a lot of fun. Let my bro T tell you.
Listen, I am the biggest fan of Dynasty Warriors. Everyone knows it. I am the biggest fan. Yeah. I just want this game to do well. I wanted this game to be perfect. I understand not every game is going to be perfect, but Dynasty Warriors is perfect to me. Dynasty Warriors 9 is not, but I'm going to give it a chance.
So look, we jumped into it, and our initial thoughts were still like, this game is really good. That's our sarcasm, by the way, guys. So, meaning, yep, this game was absolutely poo still. And the reason why is because it still had these dead glitches. Like, for example, yeah, I found out that there was some like DLC horses and all this sort of stuff. So we jumped into it. These horses were super fast, and I was like, yes, this is super fun. Except when I started clipping into walls, going through the mountains, and my ass was in the air. It was just really mad, like it just looked stupid. You're gonna see at the end of this video some of those clips, but yeah, it wasn't good.
the bugs and glitches, yeah, I'll admit they're funny, but come on, man, Koei, we said that we're gonna fix these. What is going on? What is going on?
Well, look, anyway, these are some of the positives though, okay? Combat. Now, initially, when I first picked up the game, I wasn't impressed. I was like, what is this? Because the formula of square, square, triangle and all that sort of stuff, it was ingrained into my brain. And when I started playing, I couldn't understand how am I meant to put out a combo. I'm just mashing square. This is poor. But coming back to it and kind of like understanding the system, you can actually pull off some serious combos. And some of the movestyles on this are actually greatly improved. Not all of them. Some of them are diminished and look really bad, but some of the characters have improved. Like, for example, what you can see on screen right now, Xiahou Dun, my gosh. If you look at the gameplay, you can see the speed at which he moves. Put a couple gems on his weapon and bam, my man is Flash.
Yeah, I'll give it that. The combinations are great. The customization on the gems and the attack speeds and the elements and stuff like that. I like it a lot. The combat, I would say, is definitely something that I like. It could be expanded upon, and I hope they do. On the next installment, they need to definitely implement the old combat and the new combat, mix it up a bit, and we get more out of it. But so far, I am enjoying the combat quite a bit. I am.
One of the things that I've always enjoyed about Dynasty Warriors though is the story. Now, you asked me many things. If somebody met me and said to me, hey, tell me a bit about the Three Kingdoms, I could come up with loads of different things. And because of Dynasty Warriors, I've had a long history, and I went and researched a lot about the Three Kingdoms.
Yeah.
But this story in Dynasty Warriors 9 has been implemented poorly, in my personal opinion. Just because, one, if you're new to the series, how the hell are you supposed to know where to go, what to do, and how to trigger these cutscenes? It's nigh impossible.
My God, do not get me started with the story. I don't even understand what's going on. The story has been progressively better from 2 to 8. 8 being the best, 7 just as good. I can't lie. 9, what is going on? There's no cutscenes. There's no story. Every storyline is exactly the same. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Nobody is. I can't. But you know what? Let me not be too negative. I do like the fact that they've brought the Chinese voice acting. I do like.
Yeah, that's definitely a good. You know what? That's a good point, though, because for so long, despite having like the Japanese audio or the commentary, it's been great. I mean, but the reality is we're playing with Chinese characters, so it was a nice touch to put in those Chinese voice actors. So yeah, most definitely, I agree with that. I think that's a really, really good implementation. That's my words there.
I mean, yeah, it's really unfortunate that they haven't gotten the original English voice actors. These new ones, there was no point.
That is most definitely true.
There's no point.
If you're ever gonna play this game, I implore you, please do not put the voice acting on English. It is shockingly bad. The Japanese and the Chinese versions are so much better. It's almost like they just said, hey, you know what? Let's just get any old guy off the street and he's going to play Shaho Dwin.
John, come in, get in. You're British, you live in Japan. Just get in and do this now.
Just do it. Just do it.
But yeah, no, the co-op. Back to the co-op. Oh my God. Honestly, I'd say this is one of the best implementations of online co-op on any Dynasty Warriors. Like, I just get to do my own thing. Where if I die, it doesn't end the game. I just get revived. I love it. I love the system that they've gone for. Again, there's a few rough patches with some of the coding and stuff, but it's much better than previously. I'd give it that. But it's just super fun. The fact that I can roll in with my bro, you know, kill 1,000 enemies, play on the hardest difficulty, defeat. So it's just that old feeling of Dynasty Warriors again. That I don't.
Well, look, if you look here, you're going to see some of the gameplay coming up where we're both fighting Zhang Jiao. And you can see both of us are using our moves on him. Now, I know you could do that in previous games, but the fact that he doesn't have to be here when I'm doing it. He doesn't have to be around. He could be off doing a completely different mission and would still be in the game. Granted that if I killed this guy and he's not around, the mission will end. You'll see that in a later clip as well. But the reality is that we literally can go two opposite directions of this open world and not feel like tethered. That's the key word, tethered. We don't feel like we have to be in the same location at the same time.
Look, if you look here, you can see I revived him. I mean, the animation for reviving is not the greatest, but the fact that I revived him is the point. But yeah, man, like honestly, I think the co-op is amazing, and they should have had it from the beginning. I think if they did, I would have played the game a bit more. I think I wouldn't necessarily play the game by myself though. I think co-op definitely makes the game for me.
Yeah, agreed. I think that the fact that you know, when you look at the game and you try to implement the same fun factor into it when playing single player, it doesn't do it for me neither. I can't yeah, I don't know, like, I can't really get the same enjoyment out of it. I did try it, and you know, it's not that type of game. But when you do implement co-op, you'll have a lot of fun, most definitely.
Yeah, it's true. As far as I'm concerned, there's nothing to be unlocked. There's no costumes, there's no secret weapons or anything like that. I'd like to know whether I'm wrong about that, but so far I haven't really seen anything. I'm not happy about that because at the end of the day, this is Dynasty Warriors. It's all about playing on the hardest difficulty and unlocking the best items, the best weapons, the best costumes. So I think in the future they need to add an update if they are still updating the game, or in the next installment, please add more customization, add more to be unlocked. Just please, man, this is Dynasty Warriors. If you know how it goes,
yeah, most definitely. I think that I mean, there's still weapons in the game. Let's not pretend that they don't have unlocks. But if you look at my character, you'll see that he's level 18 at the moment, and I now have his last main weapon. How did I do that? Well, it's easy. Basically, you just go and collect the resources that it says that you need for it, and you craft it. Really easy.
It takes about 5 seconds. I've done it for every character, and I've just opened the game, really and truly. But what are we, about 20 hours into the game now?
Yeah, probably something, I don't know, I can't remember exactly, but we have had a lot of enjoyment with it. But I'm sad to say there's still too many glitches.
Oh, so many glitches, so many bugs. frame rate has been improved. Definitely has been improved.
Slightly.
I don't know. Like at the beginning, it was pretty unplayable. I mean,
Yeah, no, I agree. They're still clipping. It looks like I've got VSync on or something, or VSync off rather, and sometimes you can see clipping on the screen. The thing is, the funny thing is that the world is not that populated, so I don't understand why the world is struggling. And compared to some other open world games, Assassin's Creed, Ghost of Tsushima, yeah, a new one, but then that is a newer game, but rather Witcher is not 2015. I might add, it's empty, it's barren, it's got no real, I don't go out in the world and I think, oh, this is a wonderful location. Sometimes when you look at a world, you can sit there and just take in the ambience. You can feel like you're part of that land. But in this one, yeah, it's just an empty space running around. It's a sandbox, empty space.
yeah, I agree. And the fact that is the case, they need to make sure that the horse riding, which you're doing most of the time, is on point. You're gonna see a couple clips here, yeah, where I'll be riding a horse and my head is literally inside the ground. Don't ask me how that works, but the physics on this game. Oh my god.
Yeah, most definitely. Like as I was saying in the beginning, like the horses, once they get going, once you get them at a good speed, they are too fast. You're literally running into a wall, and because the game can't keep up, your head and the horse's head and your ass and the horse's ass are hanging out of a stone. I mean, Koei, come on.
Oh my god.
Okay, so closing thoughts. Look, the game has really great replayability in terms of co-op play, loads of characters to try out, but unfortunately it is not fixed. The bugs are still there, it's still very glitchy. You see some of the clipping with the horses, so there's a lot that really can grate on you, and if you're not a Dynasty Warriors fan, then I would not recommend picking this up. However, if you are a Dynasty Warriors fan and you do enjoy the co-op play with one of your friends, one of your family members, or whoever it is, then yeah, you're gonna have a lot of fun with this game, but do not expect it to have the same quality as past or previous entries. Sad to say it, but no, Dynasty Warriors 9 is not fixed. But with that, if you enjoyed the video, please remember to leave a like, sub if you haven't, share and comment in the bottom and tell me what you think about Dynasty Warriors 9. Take it easy guys, and I'll see you in the next video.